And we're live. Hey, everybody. Thanks for watching The Weekend Angler. I'm Josh. We got my buddy Chad with me tonight. We're going to be tying up some jigs and flies, and who knows what else. We'll be telling lies, telling stories, and we might even get the old man himself, Lyle Stokes, in here with us here in a little while. And that's always a good time. That's like shaking up a few sticks of old dynamite. You don't know what's going to happen. So, got Big John in here so far. So got 3 people watching. Say hi in chat if you're getting in there. Hit that thumbs up button on your way in. That way you don't forget it. We're going to mess around here the second day. There's Catfish Fever and Outdoors channel member. Hey, how's it going, buddy?
What's up, Linda?
Good to see you, Lynn. And Fishing by Faith. Let's see. Let's get over to the... There's Fishing for Whiskers. Listening in and driving. Well, be careful driving, that's for sure. But
yeah, unless you're driving somebody crazy, then just
keep right on going, because that's fun.
Yeah.
I hope everybody is staying cool. And I mean, this is at least around here, this is the stuff we expect this time of year. So I mean, we're used to it. We complain about it, but we get it every year. And
I complain about it every year. If it gets above about like 80 and it were 75 with humidity,
I complain about it for a bit, but then I remember it could be cold, and I'd rather be hot than cold. So
I'd rather be able to put some layers on.
Hey, you can always take some clothes off. Take it off till it gets.
There ain't nobody wants me to do that, Josh.
Oh man, I like that advice you got. Is that new one?
I just picked this up off of Amazon.
That is badass.
I think it was $65.
Really?
Yeah, might mess my feather up. Tag on it.
That's what I've been wondering about. Lyle's been doing those with the feathers going all directions. He was going to show me how to do that. 217 Rebel Outdoors. Hey, 217. Good to see you, man. Lynn says Fargo, North Dakota, beautiful 65 degrees. Man, that would be nice. I think it's Christina's up in Iowa this week, and
that's why
I think she said tomorrow. I think today or tomorrow, the air temperature was supposed to be like 104. So it was actually hotter up there than it was down here. Oh, there we go. Fish for Whisker said, Chad, you must have forgotten the Itty Bitty Kitty Committee is my son. So that means I am usually the one being driven crazy.
Well,
that's what kids do, man. They drive you nuts. God made them cute so you wouldn't eat them.
Yeah, sometimes there
we go.
I can understand how Hannibal Lecter and them felt.
They do what they do. There's my favorite fields too. Get hooked on deep fishing. Member for 11 months. Said, hey Josh, Chad, thanks you for the heads up. You were going live. I told you I was going live.
Hey, we're going live.
217 says tomorrow going to be 102 and the real field is going to be 112. I think that's what we're looking at tomorrow. We're going to try something here. I've got a different hook. I have never tried to tie anything on one of these hooks. So I don't know if this might be all kinds of messed up by the time we get done, but I'm just going to treat it like I would a regular jig head.
Well, I am learning to tie my own flies now. That's what I'm working on.
Well, I tied something and it looks, I wish I could, I don't know where I set it. I don't know if I find that thing. I set it somewhere and lost it. Go figure. But I tied something and it looks about 3/4 stupid, but it looks stupid enough that it might actually catch a fish. And I can't figure out where I put it. So we'll go around here.
We'll see what this thing does.
Everybody hopefully can see
this is not as big as it looks, but man, my pinky finger.
Let's see. I need some feathers. Let's find something. There's a.
Sixes and 4.
Yeah, I live south of Uncle Lou. A few hours when I left day before yesterday. It was 98, heat index 120. Ugh, that's miserable.
Only a few more weeks.
Yeah, it'll start cooling off. And you know what the best thing is? Here in about a week, pleasure boater season will be over.
Mm-hmm.
So that's when people like our buddy Mark will put his boat away.
That's what I said in their chat earlier.
Yeah, he gets mad when you call him out on it, but it's true.
I know, that's why I say it. Because I know now that he'll be all.
Yeah, he's headed to the lake tonight though. So let's see here. Let's try to tie that. I'm gonna try something silly. Again, I don't know what this is going to do. We're taking the Bob Ross approach to fly tying tonight.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, we're just going to.
kind of winging it. That's all I've been. Until I get some patterns and stuff I like with this, I'm really new to the flies, jigs. I can, come up with some stuff I really like. But I'm doing different stuff with this, and now I've got some. I got my battery in today, so I got my new UV light.
Oh, nice!
Oh God, waiting on the battery. It was almost a week late. It literally came today in the mail.
Nice. Kind you get?
That's cool. Well, the thing is, it's the battery for this UV light. It's a Ultrafire 502.
Mm-hmm.
But the battery, well, actually, I got one over here. I don't have to take this out. The battery for them is a 3.7 volt. And yeah, it's about the size of, I would say, 2 AA's.
Yeah.
And they're lithium, the lithium ion.
Lithium ion. Well, that's cool.
Yeah, so. Oh, yeah. I'm going to do. All right. Oh, I got my hair base.
Hey, come here, you. All right, it didn't like that. We got a little feather on there. Let's see. Let's give it some crazy legs. Hey, there's Murillo Family Fishing.
Mikey.
Hey, Mikey.
Yeah, I seen Mikey and Hog's Legs chat this morning. I hadn't seen a whole lot out of him lately.
Yeah, he said it's still nasty hot. Let's see. Let's give it some. Come here, you. Thought about sending my wife a link earlier. See if she'd jump in here. I don't know if she can or not. I don't know what she's got going on tonight. She might be watching. I don't know. She ain't said nothing if she is.
Actually, I did that backwards. We get for talking. I had kind of gotten out of practice of tying. I hadn't tied much lately. So I'm going to do a little tail here on my fly.
Let's see. That didn't. All right. Let's try something here. Let's fold those over. See
why is it not working? Again. What is wrong with my? Lynn, once you do some and start practicing, it gets a lot easier until you try to get more technical and act like you know what you're doing, like I'm trying to do.
Yeah, it gets silly after a while, but it's fun.
Yeah, once you get the basic down, it's actually really not hard at all.
Caitlin's tied them, so I mean, if that tells you anything.
Yeah, she's pretty good at it.
She's tied some nice looking jigs.
Well, apparently, this is not the way to go with this. What am I doing?
You know, I'm being kind of crazy on this one, but we're gonna.
Well, this feather is doing all kinds of weird stuff. If you look at it, it's all like sticking up differently. So we'll say okay then, and just go with having it as a tail.
I want that leg up here.
Okay.
Oh, there we go. Okay. Now,
There's Lyle in chat.
get in here, Lyle. I need your help.
I'm gonna put this little elastic up on here.
All right, you. All right, you and you. You and you. Let's trim that other crazy leg off because it's messing with my OCD. I ain't having no 5-legged fly.
Why not?
Because it's wrong. All right, let's see what we can do here.
All right, there we go.
Together.
Now we're going.
Get out of you stinking thing. All right, there's you. Got 4 legs. Trim you. Trim you. Trim you. It's got some crazy legs now. And let's see if I can wrap that back to there. Let's see, I need some of that.
All right.
Where's that stuff at? Not there. Some of that cord. I know what color I want if I can find it. I want red. That'll have to work. So let's get some of that stretchy cord. And pull those legs back.
Okay.
That's it.
Where'd my whipping nay tool go?
My favorite part of tying jigs is that whip finish.
I actually think that's about the easiest part of tying a jig.
Well, it's not bad.
I said that and I just screwed it up.
Yeah, it's not bad now that I've kind of got the hang of it, but there for the longest time it bugged me.
It's another, like we said just a minute ago, once you figure it out, it's not as bad. But when you're first learning the whip,
man,
oh god,
I gave that thing was not called a whip finish tool for a long time. It was called a lot of stuff in this household, but a whip finish tool was not one of them.
Yeah, look, I was talking smack about being good at it, and now I've twisted and turned and everything else. I'm got it all jacked up.
All right, there's that. Let's get that tied off. Yeah, I was waiting crazy leg. This is going to end up ugly, but it's.
All right, I'm going to let's see.
Cut it. Let's get our little whip finish tool. Catfish Weekly said, "Give me a few minutes." Okay, then. 15 folks watching. Oh, man,
that means he's probably sitting on the toilet watching us.
Probably.
All right.
Oh, you piece of crap! Look at that. That just tangled. That just
I thought
tangled.
I just did the same thing. That's the
My whole stretch cord come off of that.
That's the flex.
So we're gonna try something different.
We're gonna try this Solarez. So this is the UV resin that I'm using now. Solarez.
Mm.
First day using it, so just bear with me.
Yeah. All right, let's do this then. We won't put any stretch cord on that one because that kind of got out of hand in a hurry. Good. All right, throw the frisbee. Bring it around. Oop.
Throw the frisbee.
Yeah.
Is that how you do? You're doing like how you teach a kid to
how to tie their shoe or something.
tie their shoe? Yeah.
Yeah, I watched a video where somebody was like, hold your whip tool,
all that up with that.
pointing it like, flinging it out like you're throwing a frisbee. And it worked. I watched a ton of videos. That's the one that worked. Hey, Matt. Matt from Wanna Be Outdoors is in here.
What's up, Matthew?
We got this ugly fly. Let's put a little bit of clear nail polish on there just to make sure those threads don't go stupid. And
build the body, build the body, build the body.
we're gonna do a jig next because I got more confidence in those. But we got a little tail. Got 4 crazy legs. It might do something. It might not. You never know. All right, come here, you. All right, hang him on the thing. There we go. All right, now let's do a jig head. Hello, Nightbot.
So what a
never know what Nightbot's going to do.
I can't get it to there.
I can't get no.
Yeah, I'm still trying to figure out what I'm doing with this. I watched some videos, but I'm not going to be near as talented on this yet. But kind of clear body, kind of cool.
I've been told that Lyle tied the very first fly, so
I thought he helped design the fly.
I thought maybe you know what it was. Maybe they didn't know what that bug was called, and he named the fly.
What do you think, Matt?
Matt ought to know. I think it looks good.
Yeah, but I can't get it to see with that UV resin. So I'm using the high. Yeah, right, Lynn. I can't even afford me a boat, but I'm using this crystal string for jewelry making, and I got like 10 different colors, and I use when you put it on that green thread, this brownish, and it's almost like a clear brown. It's kind of cool, and then you put this over top of it. It makes it real shiny, good for colors. I like it. Matt says Lyle created said fly.
Ah, okay. I knew there was something in there.
Ooh, about freaked out. I thought I lost my cap for my UV resin.
All right, let's see. We got a black jig head. What do we want for a fly color? Or for a feather? I haven't used one of these yet. Don't get on me.
I think I don't know where that's at.
Let's see. I've never used this color, so we're going to try that. Get that lined up there. Oh, you better.
need to do a little bit of marabou on it. Ooh. Hey, Matt, marabou, black marabou feather, Matt. What can we do with that, Matt? I think I want to change. Actually, that black and green would look great together.
Matt, you hand tie, don't you?
I say, why? Yeah, doesn't Matt tie?
I thought he did.
Well, I know he does
know-
fly fishing. I don't know.
I
if
know
he
he
ties
fly
tying.
fishes. I thought he tied. All right, get in there, you little thing. Caught myself. All right. Okay, I like the looks of that green. That's a good top coat. And let's see.
The thread is so thin. You gotta wrap it like a million times to get a good base layer on it.
Mm.
Especially when you're using that as the body.
I should have brought me a glass of water out here.
You should have.
One of the guys I was watching, he always get his fingers wet and slick that feather down. Makes
So
it a little bit more.
You ought to call Christina and tell her to bring you a glass.
Yeah, that'll work.
You're gonna be waiting a while, but
She's only 10 hours away, or 10 or 12 hours away.
let's go black marabou. I have tied. My hands have at work. And my fingers lock up. Have to have ligament and tendon surgery soon.
Oh man, I hate that. Hate to hear that. I haven't hand tied a lot lately. My fingers go numb, so
I've had really bad circulation problems lately.
tell you what, we're going to stick with our green color here. I got a wild marabou I want to do something with, or chenille, I should say. Yeah, there you go. Thanks. There's Lyle.
Hey guys.
What do you know?
Lyle, everything come out all right?
Yeah, absolutely. I heard you talking smack.
I've never talked smack in my life.
Yeah, bull butter.
A bull crap.
Today, Junior.
Oh, this is looking beautiful.
What are you going to catch with that?
Whatever the frick I want. It's not about it's about what it looks like, Lyle.
I tried to get a hold of your brother James, but he must be mad at me. He won't answer me.
Yeah,
I don't know.
he's been quiet lately.
Well,
I hate it too.
Well, I mean, he and I have been talking, and well, honestly, we just don't like you guys that much.
I'm thinking that's probably correct.
Good.
But I don't care.
I don't give a shit.
That's like another guy. That's like another guy we talked about the other. I don't care what he thinks either. But
take a number. You know how many people don't like me?
I don't think anybody likes me anymore, and I don't care about that either.
Blah blah blah.
Whiny ass people.
All right.
Well, I've got
loose tie here.
What are you guys tying tonight?
Everything.
I'm just trying to learn this whole fly thing, Lyle. Teaching myself.
There we go. What do you think of that one?
I like it. What size hook are you using there, Chadwick?
These are size 6 Eagle Claw Aberdeen hooks.
Okay. Well, I've got a size 8.
They freaking don't carry 8 here.
Oh, dude. Well, you have to
I
you see what I got.
looked.
You'll have to get online and find them. And I don't know if you can see that or not, but this hook is actually offset. So I get them and I bend them straight because regardless of what people think about catching fish in the side of the mouth, they think there's a gristle piece there. You give me a one that goes out the top of their head or around that bottom jaw anytime, they're not getting away.
Hey, Lyle.
Sir.
Look what I got.
That's what I'm talking about right there.
Yeah.
Yep. I like them.
I didn't even have to go to Walmart. They were already in my jig tying box. I didn't even know I had them.
That's awesome. I don't like the bait holder hooks, but I did happen to pick up some of those because they was cheaper than a broom, and I just bend the bait holder part of them down.
Uncle Lou wants to know if you still have an end for the bumping blanks, Lyle.
Have an end for the. I don't know if the place I get them. Yeah, I'm the only place that can buy from them. They won't sell them to anybody else. We have an agreement. I helped them design it, and until I quit doing it, nobody else can buy from them except me.
Let's change this. All right, I took the offset out of that hook.
But that can be changed for the right amount of money. If I'm getting
Money talks.
Be less than you think. Be just like I told them other guys, and they thought I was crazy. But I want $5 a rod for 5 years because there's nothing like them in the whole wide world.
Money talks, Chadwick walks, or Ford on walk. That's the same thing.
Yeah. Hey, you know Mark's going fishing tonight, boys.
Good.
About
time.
I mean, you might as well use his boat. He only has like a couple weeks left till he puts it in storage.
I know.
I seen that comment tonight. I thought it was rather funny. I'm not sure that he did.
He didn't find it too funny, I don't think.
But I thought it was.
But that makes it even more funny when he doesn't find it funny.
Well, isn't that the truth?
Because that's what brothers are supposed to do. They're supposed to mess with each other.
Well, that's kind of where I'm at.
That's why I did it.
If I ever stop messing with Mark or Chad or somebody, they all think I'm mad at them.
I never seen Jerry Parker in chat tonight. I was very surprised.
I think they've had him working like a dog the past little bit.
Well, you know what? If it's got to be one of us, it might as well be Jerry Parker.
It might as well be him because I don't want to be out there doing that scaffolding work in 120-degree weather.
You know what?
I'd much rather it be him.
I can't even go out in my garage and do what I need to be doing out there because even with the air conditioner going full tilt, it is still way too friggin' hot out there.
Yeah, mine's not keeping up out in the shop, and I've got shop work that I have to do tonight before I go to bed. I mean, it's
Chad's seen mine. He knows how hot it is out there.
Yep. Just learned a very valuable lesson here.
Lynn says Jerry was on the El Gato show tonight.
That's too bad.
Jerry's a hot commodity, so
he's something all right. I actually give Jerry all the crap I can.
Hey, Chad, how did you do that wrapping that feather thing earlier?
I'd have to kind of
around the front. I'm getting ready to do one.
Okay, that's what I'll let me.
It's easier to show than it is.
Yeah, I'm getting ready to do one right now. And here's what I do, Josh. I take the very tip of it and I pull the feathers backwards.
You're off screen there. Go up. There we go.
Or there or here. Here.
No, right there, like you got it.
Pull all the feathers back and just leave a little tip out here like this.
Okay.
Then I tie that in to the back part of where I want to go forward to.
My feather's a whole lot thicker than that.
Well, then you need to get some different ones. Probably if you tie small stuff.
Okay.
Yeah, what kind of hooks are you using there?
And I tie off them. Here's
for feathers.
Can you see this? That's what I got for these.
Oh, okay.
They didn't have a hackle. They didn't have a whole hackle, so I bought these to get me right. And then I just put that thing and just wrap it around there like that. And the whole time I'm palmering it back to get. Now you can put hackle pliers on those, but you really don't need to. And I have yet to find a pair that I like that really works. Get them
Yeah,
up
I'm
there
using
to the
Baraboo.
foot, and you just wrap a couple of wraps in there. Take your scissors and trim off your front.
That's what I got the wrong. I got the wrong feathers. What it is. I've been fighting that thing like crazy.
Yeah, that if you don't have the right ones, and I tell you, you can. I don't know how well you can see that, but that turned out really well. And then just put a wood finish on it.
Let's see. I got some smaller feathers. Let's try these.
I was gonna say you were probably using like marabou, right?
I was using marabou plumes. Yeah.
That will work.
Yeah, you gotta use like hackle.
Okay.
Yeah, it has to be apple.
There
Well,
we go.
I guess it wouldn't have to be, but it'll sure work better for you.
You know what you guys just did? You just made me have to make a Barlow's tackle order.
You're welcome. Sorry, Christina.
It's the only thing better to be if we'd have had Mark's credit card.
Oh yeah, I'd order
Yeah,
twice as much.
I'll say he better hope I never get a hold of that.
I'm going to
Mark's
try
like
to.
Mark's
I'll
like
try.
that guy that used to be on late night TVs. I liked it so much I bought the whole company.
Yeah.
How you like that, Matt?
How's that grab you?
I like that.
Oh, I like that. That looks good.
And it's got ribbing around the thorax. I don't know if you can see it or not with this camera angle. But yeah, them are hot. Them bluegill love that thing, especially behind a floater on top.
All right, we're gonna try
They're
it.
amazing.
Yeah, I got to get the hang of this UV pouring it on. But
Are you using the thick, thin, or
this here I'm using the thick just because I wanted a big body on it. But
okay? I prefer the thin, but like I say, mine.
why are you fat shaming me?
Well,
Why are you fat shaming me?
I'm not. I'm just telling you what I like.
Can you see
The
that?
problem that I have, is either my UV glue. I didn't know it'd go bad, but it's either went bad or my light's not working, and I've got new batteries in it and everything else. But my UV stuff does not get hard like it once did. So what I do is I get it as hard as it'll get with the light, is cure it as hard as it'll get, and then I take the clear fingernail polish and go over top of it, and that seems to finish it off. Also set them out in the sun, but the sun is the biggest UV light there is, and in no time at all, it'll cure UV glue. So that works really good. But yeah, Lou, if Lee Reed, if you want to know about bumping, contact me. I can hook you up. Trust me.
Man, I wish I could get this to show. Because I on this one here, I did a loose wrap with that black crystal, whatever the heck this thing is.
Yeah.
Crystal string over top that green, and then did that clear UV. I thought I like that.
Now I'll tell you what I've been doing, Chad.
You tell me, big boy.
You know, a lot of these, when you put dubbing and stuff on, they have a lot of guys will use wire and go over that dubbing to lock it in position. They'll wrap it on one way and then wrap back with the wire up the jig or the fly, and use the wire to lock the dubbing in. And I've been using that stretch stuff, and it works really well. I don't have to have a bunch of wire and stuff laying around that I don't want to buy anyhow.
Yeah.
So
I've never been into the dubbing.
I make a lot of mine.
I remember you showed me when I was out there.
Yeah. But I'm going to end up buying some to find out different things that I like, and then I'll try to make it.
All right. Okay.
Try some red.
Are you keeping track of what's going on in the chat and stuff, Josh?
Yep, I've got it pulled up on the laptop here.
Okay, the reason I ask is, well, we got 18 watching.
Yeah, 18, 17, somewhere in there.
If these guys would share that out to some of their friends and they would get us up to say 30, I'll give away a package. Whatever I tie tonight, I'll give away.
Well, I tell you what, I'll make that deal too.
I would, but these are literally first day learning.
I'll put it this way: I'll start tying jigs, and I will give away jigs that I tie because I actually have confidence in them. These are kind of.
I'm using for the tail on these jigs. I'm using fwPTY. It's very small, very thin, and I take half a strand of it, and then I make my tails out of that, so I get a lot of action and a lot of flash.
There we go.
Do you ever use peekaboo?
No, I haven't found any of that yet. You can tell me about
peekaboo. Peekaboo.
There we go. Okay. I used I had one smaller feather that didn't turn out horrible.
No, you just do it a few times. You'll be surprised how quick it'll come.
Yeah, it's not the
it's like
not the best world. Hey, crappie day fish on. What do you know, buddy? Ooh, that doesn't fit on the thing. All right, let me get jig heads. We're going to have fun. We're going to tie jig heads. So we've got the green, the double tone green with the fuzzy. Let's do a pink one next.
Don't forget, next week on Panfish Nation, I'm going to give away a box of flies.
The Lyle Stokes collection.
Flies, yeah.
Does anybody know what I just did with? There it is. Okay.
Why would anybody know what you've done with anything?
I figured Matt probably hit it on me.
Let's see. Hey, we're up to we jumped up to 20. So
5 states away. You're playing on Matt.
Well, wouldn't you?
No. Here, let me see if I can find some here. I got some of that blue stretch here. I'll show you what I'm doing with that.
Nope, I got a message. Let's see here. Mark got my message. I
tried. The reason I was late coming in, of course, I had to do all my stuff for close out Panfish Nation. But I was trying to get a hold of your brother James, and he ignores me like I got the bullhead.
I just saw something. I saw the picture that D sent.
D sent a picture?
Yeah.
Now, see, Chad, this stretch stuff, can you see it?
Yeah.
Okay, I just run it up. And you get to tag in with that.
Yes, you caught me. You caught the face.
Now, that blue, I don't know how well that blue shows up, but I had a piece of that laying here, so I used it. But that's what I use instead of wire. And it holds really tight. And if you use UV glue on top of it, it ain't never going nowhere. But the idea behind that wire and this stuff both, there's some black, I should have used it, is to keep the bluegill and anything with sharp teeth from tearing up your fly.
Let's see. That's new.
But yeah, this comes from Plateau Fly Shop in Springfield, and this is neck hackle. They didn't have a whole hackle off of a chicken. And by the way, this is what chicken is made for, to eat and to use hackle off of to build flies, not for bait.
I use it to make flies. I don't.
That's right. But, they didn't have a whole hackle, which is kind of expensive, but you get a lot of feathers on it. So I bought this little package, and there's a variety of sizes, which is cool. But I'll use them all on the building flies and jigs. And if I don't like one, I'll grab a different one. But I kind of like the longer stems on this hackle.
Yeah.
Don't you, Chad?
Yeah.
You just print
Keep
back.
losing stuff.
Well,
What the? How do I lose this stuff so fast?
But you just keep pulling that back while you're wrapping it around there.
Purple. I don't want those colors.
The problem I have with this hackle is I've run out of everything except black. So all my hackle right now of everything that I build will be black. So I get back up there and buy some more.
Oh, you need to do that.
Well, I don't have that Chad feels damn, and then when you do that, don't get excited. I can just cut my thread, my bobber fell down. It's not a
Been
big
there,
deal.
done that.
Yeah, you just get your bobbin back up and start over top of the thread where you broke it off and wrap it up.
Yeah.
Back over it a few times and you're good to go. Just tie her off. And it'll lock it right back in. But a lot of times I put Sally Hansen's or split fingernail polish over top of that.
Yeah.
If I break a thread, I always do it. I haven't been using a whole lot of that because I have had zero issues with them coming apart. If I put the thread, I always soak them in that to make sure they don't come apart. And I will never send one out to somebody else that has happened to. Them are ones I keep for myself.
Well, that was awesome.
Where'd that thing go? There it is. Let's get some of that
So,
red. Let's get some red crystal flash on there.
Mm-hmm.
guess we'll just do the black body again.
I have some copper that I really like.
Of that.
Crystal flash. But you guys know we've done this enough together that you guys know that I believe in red thread.
Oh yeah.
Because if I'm tying off at the head, it'll make it look like a bluegill, gills on a fish, and they all know what that is. They all know what that is. So I always tie them off. But with these little things here, I'm trying to make these look like ants and stuff, little black boogers, and what we're trying to create is a bug. So
That's a good right there. Matt says, Chad, flies don't have to look pretty when you're starting out.
they don't even have to look pretty when you've been doing it. But it's a damn good thing too.
It's not it's about me. I'm not going to say a professionist at all, but I want to learn to make good looking and good, not just good looking like myself, but good looking as far as
These just go away.
I want to look good.
And right there, if you put any kind of fingernail polish or UV glue on it, UV glue you can't do this with, but fingernail polish till it dries, you can run a toothpick through. That's why I have toothpicks here. I also, it clears the eye out, gets that stuff out of there. And I just let it sit there for a minute. I also have an old whip finish tool. This one never worked right. It never worked right since the day I bought it. So I use it to clear eyes out. And if I'm using UV glue, you have to heat something up and run through the eye to clear it out with a cigarette lighter. So I heat this up on the end. You can see where it's black, and it'll go right through that UV glue, and my eyes clear, and I'm good to go. I don't know if anybody cares about any of that or not.
Oh, was you still talking?
We're up to 22. Let's see. Fishing with Squirrel. Hey, Squirrel.
Squirrely.
Come in here.
Oh, excuse me.
It's always good to see Dawson in here.
Woke
Have
up
you
the
ever-
other day. Go
You
ahead,
what?
Jared. Oh, go ahead.
No, I was just going to ask, have you either one of you all ever been to his creek?
Who's Creek?
Dawson's.
No.
Boo.
Far away from me.
You guys made me forget to whip finish.
Did you forget how or just forget to do it?
Forgot to do it.
Oh, okay. Just checking.
Okay,
So
I
you-
kind of like this one.
Never been to his creek before, huh?
Nope.
Never watched that show.
Oh, I did.
How does that not surprise me?
Oh, dude. Teenager and Katie being a teenager and Katie Holmes being on it.
Hmm.
Let's just say that she was kind of like my hero when I was in a different word, just because my wife's watching.
Oh, well, yeah.
Oh
Can
man,
you see that, Chad?
pretty. Hold on, I'm doing UV.
All right, we got pink over black with some red. Let's see, what color?
I like that, Lyle.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, pull that one back up, Lyle. Hold on. Not that. Yeah, I like that one. That looks good.
Yeah, like I say, they're less than 3/4 of an inch long. That just got a little. The hackle hair was a little longer than I like on those, but it's what come out of the bag. So it is what it is.
Let's see, what color? The heck's that?
You know, we might. It's a good thing you're doing this live tonight, Josh, because I'm usually sitting here tying them anyhow.
Well, yeah. Yeah, I hadn't done it in a while, and seemed like a good thing to do, especially with it being so hot out.
Well, that's why I've been doing a lot of it because it's just so hot. I can't do it. Like I say, I can't even cool my garage off.
There we go.
Oh, yeah. I like it. Hold on a second here. Let's get Chad up on the big screen.
Hold
Put your
on.
hand behind it, big guy. There you go.
Hold on.
Focus, focus. There we go.
That looks
There
nice.
we go.
Yeah.
Yeah, that looks good.
Is that red and black?
It's red thread with black wrap.
Yeah,
I like it.
that looks good.
I like that a lot.
I gotta trim off whatever that excess is that I just did there.
We want. This will go with black.
I don't know if what's in the water has hackle or not.
Kelly, I don't feel bad. Like I said,
Ouch.
Fields the water has everything.
I've made some really crappy looking stuff, and I'm just learning. I'm not worried about that. But
I just broke a hook,
Ooh, that ain't
how
good.
the hell did you do that?
bending it back. I hope that damn dog don't find it.
Oh, yeah.
Because it fell down here floor someplace.
Speaking of, did you ever find that gift that I left you?
I don't know what gift you're talking about.
Well, if you ain't smelt it by now, that's not good.
Nope.
Nice.
He told me about that at dinner. He ain't took his boat out yet. That's what it is.
Oh, you know what? You're probably right, Josh.
No, he hasn't. I haven't had the boat out since Chad was here. It's just too damn hot.
No, yeah, that's why he ain't. No, he'll find it, especially in this kind of weather.
Well, if it ain't smelt by now, it ain't gonna smell.
Oh, it's in a sealed compartment, so when you open that up, oh man.
Oh, yuck.
I hope it ain't my live well.
No. But I'll tell you what, when you go to grab that remote control to that trolling motor, ooh, you're not gonna be happy.
Ugh, yeah.
That's Cindy's compartment.
Oh, there we go. Kelly Bullock says, Lyle, just run a magnet across the floor when you're done. That's not a bad idea.
That is a good idea. But
Hey,
Cindy,
You know what I'm afraid of?
what?
I'm more afraid, being it's on the ground, you might walk into it and stab yourself in the eye.
Hmm.
Haha. Freddie's pouring lead.
I'll be right back.
I'm not Dockery size.
Well, Freddie, if you want in and come pour lead, you can always come pour lead with us and hang out. Send me a message. I'll send you a link. All right, there's that one done. Let's get that up on the. What do you think of that little guy, Lyle?
Hang on. I like it. I like the two-tone in it.
Yep, we got pink over black. Some red crystal flash, just a little bit longer than the thing.
Oh,
That's gonna be Nope, somebody sent me a message. Hold on a second here. That might be Freddie.
Might be.
No, it's not. It's a text.
Might be from Dockery.
Oh, it's from my wife. I get 3 messages at once. She goes, I have absolutely, or next to no signal. I had absolutely no signal earlier. Verizon outage. Then said, I finally have a signal and you're live. Yep.
Yeah, I hope she's doing good up there.
I'm sure she's doing amazing.
Better her than me up there.
Where's she at? Iowa?
Fort Dodge, Iowa.
Yeah. I think they have a reprieve in this hot ass weather.
Freddie, I know how that goes, buddy. Hope you have better ventilation pouring lead than I have. I don't have much, and that's why I'm nuttier than squirrel shit. So I'm mad like a hatter, man.
Well, what do you think looks better, red and black or red and green?
Red and black.
Shouldn't say works. Or
No, I
looks.
would have
Works
thought
better.
I would have thought Santa Claus would have picked red and green.
No, just red and black is seems to work better for me, but it doesn't work every time out.
Hey, Brian B. Catfishing. Say, yo, what the hell going on in here? Hey, Brian.
We're up to 24, Josh.
We're getting there.
That's my 2 buddies, my Thursday night crew. Even though Brian don't show up to have to work half the time anymore because, it's football season and his beloved Eagles are losing every week, so he's got to watch.
Do they still have a football team?
Yeah.
Okay, Kelly says he has trouble with a whip finish.
With the whip finish?
Practice.
Let me put this hackle on, and we'll go really slow. And
I'll screw it up.
I'll do one real slow and see if it'll
Black
work.
and green with red string. Let's see here.
Yeah. Did you know that the Eagles lost to Baltimore and only tied with the Browns?
I didn't even know they had a football team anymore.
Hey, Joe Buck 66 in here. Hey, buddy. Good to see you.
Glad to see him in here.
Let's see what we got here.
Docker's probably getting bacon fried for him.
Probably.
He's a lucky bum.
He's a bum.
Yeah.
Teasing us with bacon.
I love bacon.
I do too. I had a bacon cheeseburger tonight for dinner.
I didn't, but I'd eat one right now if I had it.
Yeah. Called up the barbecue joint down the road and got me one.
Cool. Okay, give me full screen. I'm gonna do this whip finish as
All right, here we
fully as I can.
Solo layout for Mr. Lyle.
I'm gonna take this baby and I'm gonna stab that thread just like that. And when I do, I bring it around the butt of it where this little groove is. And then I make it. If you look here, it goes up, down, over. It looks like a figure 4. And you just take that and wrap it around like that. Pull it off of the back, down straight down to the front. Real simple. I'll do it again. Stab this like that. The hook goes into the thread, and then you pull the bobbin up, and it gets on the back of it. You fold it over and make you a figure 4. Now, can you see that figure 4? Should be
Think
up there.
about fantastic 4.
And
Yeah.
then 3 or 4 or 5, how many ever you're comfortable with. Pull it off the back, down the front, and then always pull on this a little bit to snug your thread down. If not, it'll come loose on you sometime. And then pop her loose. If you've got a good knot on it, you don't have to worry about it. If you're worried about it, put some Sally Hansen's or some wash on it. And everybody says Sally Hansen this and Sally Hansen that. There's nothing wrong with it. It's really good stuff.
And it's cheap.
It is, but if you go to Walmart or the Dollar General store, you can buy this LA Colors
Oh yeah,
for $1.
I got Sally Hansen's.
This stuff is $1 or 98 cents or something like that. It's clear lacquer paint is all any of it is. So
Brian said he had barbecue meatloaf and broccoli.
I like that. Sounds good.
That sounds like how to make a bomb right there. I tell you, throw in a bowl of
My hope for him to poop to bed is probably the best bet is for tonight.
I'm thinking you're on its way.
figure out how to do something real quick.
If you use that lacquer thinner on, if you take one of these round toothpicks and can you see that? You can stick it in that hole and just let it sit there until that stuff dries up a little bit. It doesn't have to dry completely, just dries up a little bit, and then you just pull it out, and it won't have your hole blocked up. So when you get out fishing, you don't have to worry about it clogging up your eye on your jig or fly.
I can't do that off my. Huh.
Now here's a real small hackle feather. I dropped it 3 times. I ain't picking the damn thing up no more. But it makes for a nice fly.
Let's see how we. It will not let me do that in here.
Again, this baby is
What you trying to do?
less than 3/4 of an inch long. It'll make you a great fly.
All right, let's see if I can.
We're gonna get some weight on.
All right, we're gonna get this done. There we go. Start a poll.
I still like jig fishing a lot.
That's part of why I moved the couples tournament to September, as I hope to do some crappie fishing in October.
Yeah. So how many openings you got left in the couples tournament?
We're about half full.
About half full.
Yep. I think several days have 3. Quite a few of them have 4, and one of them has 5.
All right, I know what we're gonna do here. We got orange jig head. Gotta do it today.
Oh, dude, you got to go orange and black, bro.
That's what I'm thinking. We'll put the black feather on the top, though.
The only thing that does not look good in orange and black are the Bengals, and the Browns.
Well, I mean,
Well, any Ohio team.
any Ohio team is not worth it. Nothing.
That sounds like me and the Chiefs. The Chiefs suck.
I got a buddy of mine that's a big Buckeyes fan, so every time I get on his computer at work, I change his background to Bama.
Oh my God, that's horrible.
He does not like his fighting words with him. He does not like it.
Lance. Oh, Lance.
Lance, the cool guy.
He says, I'm predicting Super Bowl winner now. Chiefs Kingdom in 15, we believe.
Number 15, we believe.
Stick to even think about the Chiefs winning another Super Bowl. It hasn't been 100 years yet. I got cousins that grew up in Kansas City. They think that nothing like the Chiefs, and I said, you're right. They're sure as hell ain't.
I will say There's a huge difference when you're driving through St. Louis and you're driving through Kansas City. That St. Louis looks like a freaking
War zone.
war zone that looked like a garbage can blew up.
And that's the truth.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
Kansas City really didn't look bad.
Was it
Kansas
Fox
City.
or
What I saw.
Kansas City's a crap hole too.
Yeah.
It doesn't look like it from the interstate.
Well,
Yeah,
yard.
get off the interstate.
I don't want to get off the interstate.
We just had a fox run through our yard and somebody took the dog out.
Was it Red Fox?
Yeah.
He looking for Lamont.
They had a litter of 3 that we got pictures of that got hung on our neighbor's fence last year. There's a mama and a daddy, and they have a litter every year. They're really close because I see them 2 or 3 times a year out in our field behind the house. So. I'm getting messages from somebody. I need to check them.
All right, yeah. Golf thing. All right, there we go.
Freddie said, Josh got paid. Ad just popped up.
What do you got there, Chad? That looks pretty good.
I'm making
It's just
nickel.
a red and black. I guess you call it woolly bug.
You need to get here. Wait, I can't give you full screen, can I? Yeah, I can. Hang on.
I don't
Yeah.
know. I don't
Yeah,
have
yeah.
those powers. Hold on, let me get it back.
Yeah, yeah, you do. I want to see it. Move it back away from camera just a little. Now put your hand behind it. God damn, got to straighten you out on everything. Well, is that wire that you put behind that, or that stretch stuff?
No, actually neither. It's the thread that I'm using is.
Is it metallic thread?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. There you go. Looks good. Yeah, that's wild looking. That's a buggy looking thing.
But this is what I wrapped this one in is squirrel zonkers leech red.
Hey, did that come from over here by me?
Yes, it did.
That's what I thought. Larry's Resort. That's down by Bennett Springs National Trout Fishery.
When we were out there, we hit up 3 different fly places up out there.
I know you ain't seen Charlie.
Went and met and seen Charlie. If anybody's ever out in Lyle's area, Redmond's Fly Shop, that's a good place to stop.
Charlie Redding is the guy that got me started in building rods.
Yeah.
In
And
the
then
1980s.
We stopped
Hey,
at
there we go.
Bennett Springs Park, and then we stopped at Larry's Last Resort. He was actually closing but he unlocked the doors, let us in, and came in.
Kevin Fishes is in here.
10 hours.
Kevin, I can help you with that.
And I was going to say, Kevin, you got the right guy in here tonight to ask about that.
If you want to do it and make it look like it's supposed to, you have to pull all the guides off of it, strip the blank down to the blank, sand it, and sand it to get it smoothed out, and then go to like a 600 grit, clean it all up, and paint it with automotive paint that has the flex additive in it. And let it get really, really hard and really dry before you start wrapping the guides back on it, and then put the guides on it, and you're good to go.
I'm getting ready to do a whip finish, so we'll show that off.
I like that, Josh.
I watch
Like
you.
that one? Once again, here's the whip finish tool. We're going to take that little point right there, and we're just going to go like we're throwing a frisbee. We're going to flink, and it caught that. We'll bring the line back around into that little bend. Oop, come back here. It come right off. Do you see that? There we go. All right, so we got our figure 4. We're just going to wrap, bring the bend in, bring it down, bring the point end off there. One's usually enough, but you could always do a second one if you want. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Bend, point. There we go. That ain't going nowhere.
Now, that's a crappie jig, right, Josh?
That's a crappie jig there. That's 16th ounce.
Big for
Who makes this? That's an Eagle Claw ball head jig, 16th ounce. Orange head with black and orange marabou on it. Black chenille. And we are up to 25 people. So.
Yeah, Lynn, that wouldn't fly with me.
We're getting real close. We'll take and give some of these away tonight. Like I said, I'm going to give away the jigs that I'm tying. Those flies look pretty bad, so I'm not going to.
I'll give away the flies I'm tying.
Well, your flies look good and mine don't. So.
Oh. I don't know about that, but. I can't make this can't get my camera angle where I want it to make it look.
Yeah, that's what I was struggling with earlier. I couldn't
I
figure out
could my boom, that big tripod boom. I could do it if I done that, but that's a lot more work, and I'm going to go to this late at night.
I wonder how long it is when I'm trying to straighten one of these hook shanks until I bury one of these number 8 hooks into me.
Well, you will. If you don't, you'll be the luckier than I was.
Matter of time. But I tell you what, I buried a 10-aught hook in my thumb on the river a couple weeks ago. The guy I had out there with me, he looked, he goes, "What do you do when something like this happens?" I said, "Watch this, I can yank that hook out of my thumb."
Yep. I got one of these late at night. Cindy was already in bed, and I stuck one of them in mine way up past the barb, tying a jig.
Mm.
The little tool, the little trick that Bill Dance and Jimmy used with a piece of braided line. That's what I did, and I took my thumb and I pushed it down tight on my skin and grabbed the back of it, and it come right out.
No kidding. And
Right
Kelly, I'll send you a link next time we're going to tie. You can come in here and tie with us.
Oh, knocking everything everywhere.
Let's see. I wonder if I tie one of these up just like a jig without a head. I wonder if those would work.
I don't know what I don't understand what you're saying.
Well, I'm using a straight shank Eagle Claw hook like a fly hook. I said, I wonder if I tie it up with just a little piece of feather and some of that stretch cord or something that would look like a jig. It wouldn't have no weight to it, but
That's okay.
I wonder if it'd work.
I'm sure it would. I tied some up, and I've got one right here. I'll show you. These are tied on a 1/80th jig head.
Holy crap.
Can you see that?
Let me get you. Wow.
That's a 1/80th jig head. Let me turn the light a little. I tied that baby up, and I'm going to try that on my fly rod underneath one of those gurglers. Now, what is it going to work? I can't tell you. Matt may have tried something like that. I don't know, but
That's all up to the fish.
Yeah, all I want is for the back fly to sink down anywhere from 3 or 4 to 6 inches below the top of the water. That's what I'm looking for.
Let's see if that'll.
Well, what in the hell did I just do? Oh, this is all wrapped up.
I want to get me some of those. I've been looking at them at Barlow's. I want to get me some of those foam bodies. You can make some really cool looking stuff with those.
You'll make some poppers, aren't you?
Uh-huh.
I don't have something that everybody that I know of that's been doing this for a long time uses. And I was at Walmart here a while back, and they had flip flops on sale for $1 a pair, and I bought a couple pair. And I'm going to go to Harbor Freight and get one of them deals and make my own bodies.
Where are you going to get at Harbor Freight to do that?
They make a tool, and I don't remember what they called it, but you just use it. It punches right through there, makes a cylinder. It comes in a set of different sizes.
Huh.
And yeah,
I don't know that I've ever seen that.
there's videos on it. I'll send you a link.
What's crazy is I think I've looked at every single tool Harbor Freight has, but
You missed that one.
yeah, I don't know how I missed that. That's
Yeah. You must not have been watching Keith enough. I'll bet he's got one.
He probably does.
He's got them all, man. He's a Harbor Freight connoisseur.
Oh man, I tell you what, I love that store.
So does he. Now, here's another little tip that I'll share with everybody. I know that this camera is a little ways away from this, but up here where the eye is at, there is a few little hairs, and you can go in there with a pair of scissors and you can knock them out, kind of cleaned up. But what happens, you can't get them all. You take a cigarette lighter and just go in there like that, singe them babies off, and they're gone out of the way. And if they're still in the way, like in the eye, just run clean them out. It's a little swim, but I do this all hours of the day and night. I've yet to wake Cindy up. They haven't smelled that bad. But it cleans that hole out. That tool, it don't work worth a damn for whip finishing, but man, it works really, really good for cleaning them eyes out. Since I'm going to be giving these away, I think I will put a little Sally on them. That way they can stay with them. Chad, has Dee been fly fishing anymore?
Not since. Oh, son of a.
Really?
Not since the one day we did it.
I was just curious if she caught any yet.
No, she worked last weekend.
She works really hard at trying to do that. I know that it's important to her that she's able to do that.
She's gonna get it.
Oh, absolutely.
She's
Asking it really, really well, because I think I sent you guys a video on learning how to double when you're casting, and that will get you more distance, and it's easy to do.
Oh yeah, loading it up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
yeah, we watched that together actually.
That's a great video, and some of the guys that I've been dealing with will.
What I missed? Hey, you little shit.
They won't let me. My vote won't count. How can that be?
Hey, what?
It won't count my vote. What the hell?
Your guess is as good as mine, Josh.
I think his cheese done slid off his cracker.
No, there's a thing to vote on. It won't accept my vote. I can't believe it.
What thing was to vote on?
What was that?
What was the vote? What was it to vote on?
It says the Weekend Angler says, "Well, Brian, be shit to bed."
Oh yeah, I closed that poll.
Okay, that's why I won't let it.
It was overwhelming for yes, though. So
Love you, Brian.
love you, Brian. All right, there's that.
Yeah, there you go.
Yep.
Matt's talking about those punches I was telling you about, and it pokes a hole through the center, and it just makes a perfect circle through them things.
That's a good idea.
Yeah.
All right, there we go, Lyle. I'll show you that one.
Yeah, I like the looks of that.
I use that gold stretchy cord on there.
I can't see the body very well, but I'm anxious to take a look at it. Put
We
you
can
in
get
the full screen. Yeah, there you go.
I get. There we go.
Damn it.
Nice. I told you Cindy said there was a fox just went across her yard. Yeah. It looks wild. More buggy it looks, the better it works. Very nice.
Might look like a
think-
large. Look like
I
a
think-
large. Or something.
Yeah. I think if that was coated with that stuff that Chad's putting on there, that UV,
Oh yeah, that'd be.
it would be really bad. Yeah. Brian
Brian said, "I got to change my clothes." Hey, Misty Kennedy's in here. Hello, Missy.
I'm Missy.
Missy.
Jody's in here.
So Jody was in here. Jody giving the tip of the week said, "Brian, you don't drink enemas."
Oh my God, that's nasty. Nasty, I tell you. I will go back. I'm going to change colors on my body again. I got some new thread coming. I run out of. I use a lot of what they call Christmas red, and I run out of that. So I ordered a whole bunch the other day of that and black and a few greens, some olive mainly.
Sorry, Jody. I don't think anybody deserves that.
Ouch.
Yeah. Let's see what else we got here. We need a. Oh, I know what I wanted to tie. Hold on a second. We're gonna get fancy.
Uh-oh.
All right, starting out. We got a Mustad slow death hook in the number probably 2 or 4, something like that. So that's going to be a little bit bigger than we've been tying. I got an idea. Oh my God, Jody. Said I was at my dad at the emergency room for chest pain one time, and some man was up there. He had drank 2 enemas. What the hell's wrong with that guy?
Hell, Tennesseans.
Let him have a little more stuff.
There you go, oh, Josh.
That works out.
Oh yeah, hold on a second. Let me spotlight layout to Chad. Yeah, I like that.
Yeah, that's nice.
I got that.
That looks real good.
If I could ever get it to not be so.
Now, and that UV finish that you got on there is hard, right?
This is, yes.
And not sticky or tacky.
No.
Okay.
Look at that. Chunky Pursuits has joined us.
Hey, Jared.
Oh.
I will be ordering some of that tomorrow because the stuff I got, and I'm going to order a new light too because mine just isn't working.
Yeah, I like putting that clear coat over it that all shines through it.
Yep.
But I do need to find the bigger bottles of this because I can see that this would not last forever, very long.
Oh yeah, there we go.
This little bitty bottles.
It feels nice. You good.
Yeah, right.
All right, come here, you. That one. Come here. Okay. And 2 wild colors. I've got that cream color. We're going to use a chartreuse one. I got an idea.
You start this.
I want to make. I'm still telling you. I want to try to catch a gar on that fly rod of mine.
Nasty bastard.
Because I think that would just be the fight of the century.
You're trying to be a James Dockery.
What's that?
You're trying to be James Dockery, catching all the nasty old bar and silver carp.
Hey, Lyle.
Sir?
Down there at Bennett Springs, they have these little clippers. But that right there, if you look, this little point thing is awesome. Is right about it. And it was only like $1.
Are you using that to clear out your eyes with?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I'll check into this.
How I did that is beyond me. Cut both pieces of thread.
Man.
Uh.
Hate it when that happens.
All right, you.
But it does happen. And it's okay. You can fix them.
Yep. There are no mistakes. Only just make them a bird. We do the like I said, we're gonna do the Bob Ross approach to fly tying tonight. If I had my good microphone hooked up and got my thing all dialed in, I could do the voice, but you just got to talk real low and kind of monotone. But
What the hell?
What have you done?
I just had a moth fly in my eye.
How'd that
Nice.
work for you?
Kind of irritating, to be honest with you.
I bet.
Come here, you.
Well, I'll tell you something that would work out really good right about now.
What's that?
Big old bowl of Wendy's chili.
Ooh, that'd be good.
That is good stuff.
Or steak and shake chili.
Or get you a big old chocolate frosty from Wendy's and a large order of fries.
That'll work too.
Dip those fries in that frosty.
We'll have Chad DoorDash it before you know it.
Nope,
Yep.
it's too late. Everything's closed now.
Not in Cincinnati, it's not.
I don't live in Cincinnati.
No, but DoorDash should come from there.
We
I
don't
don't
have
live in-
to-
I don't
Just
live
takes
near
that-
Cincinnati.
Just takes that Mark money.
And I don't want anything from Cincinnati.
that Mark Pickers.
Cincinnati. That's kind of like we got a town way north of here, but it's closer to Mark than it is to me. But
Hey, pumpkin butt.
it's called Kankakee, but I've always called it Skankakee. All right, there's a big fluffy jig.
Parker says Josh could never pull off Bob Ross. Gotta have hair.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Jody says, is fly tying the men's equivalent of old women crocheting doilies? I'm
Probably.
thinking so, yeah.
Yeah, probably.
I'm thinking so.
Only the old ladies drink gin and stuff like that, and I'm drinking whiskey. So
And do.
Jody, are you crocheting while we tie jigs here? Or?
And why do you owe me one? Please explain.
let's see. We've got chartreuse and
Hi,
cream.
Star.
What color?
She's having a big time, ain't she?
Star.
Star, baby. I love that little wiener.
She is. You just like playing with my wiener.
I do.
Wow.
Jody says she's tying skipjack rigs. That works. Hey, baby. Why don't you
Josh,
do it?
here?
I went a couple weeks ago to catch skipjack, and the night before I sat at the kitchen table and tied up a bunch of skipjack rigs, and I drove to Kentucky Dam and left them all right here at the kitchen table.
Oh,
Wow.
man.
You want to talk about there with some words said?
Oh, wow. That was a joke, Jody. I didn't mean it.
All right, let's see.
Josh, there's one here.
I didn't mean it. Mark made me do that anyhow.
He did. Mark tells him to say bad stuff.
Yeah, Mark's always saying bad stuff there. Oh, hold on, Chad.
This is one I tied the other day. I'm done tying for tonight, but this is another
I
one I
love
tied the
that.
other day.
That's
I like
nice.
it. It looks like a bumblebee or something.
Yep.
Yeah, that looks
You
cool.
put on the tail of it. What's on the tail of it, buddy?
Some peacock feather. Hurl,
Oh,
whatever
okay.
you call it.
Girls.
Yep, that's all it is.
You can blame Mark for that, Jody. Trust me. These guys will tell you they wouldn't steer you wrong.
All right, I need colors. We can put on that.
Parker don't even like bacon. He's a sausage man.
Oh yeah, he loves the sausage.
That's what I heard.
And here's the other one I'll show you, Josh. Hold on. I call this one this is the Cincinnati fly.
There we go.
Let me see if I can find one that I'm pretty fond of here.
Hey, you.
Oh.
Here's one that I tied up the other night, and I am really excited about this.
We lost shit.
Get my
That'd be a great skip day. I think it would too, Matt.
How do you like this one?
Let me get you up there.
Let me get it where you can see it.
Jerry.
You
Yeah. It's starting to.
compare that to the size of my fingernail.
Yeah, now it's in there good. Look at that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like it.
I call that the dog pecker net.
The dockery.
Mark said I couldn't do that. What's he know?
He said you couldn't do what?
Call it a dog pecker net.
Why not?
Why?
I just guess it. I'm surprised Chad let me do it. He's always reeling me in, you know.
Not on this channel, you're not. It's after. It's a weekend angler. It's a weekend angler after dark. Nobody knows what he said.
Well, Cindy used to reel. Cindy reels me in sometimes. She did today. She did the other. Her and Chad was on the same wavelength the other night. I made a post and they made me take it down. Well, they didn't make me take it down.
Oh, yeah, I think I remember. I never did get to see the post.
I did. I took it down. I know it wasn't right, but stuff like that really irritates me.
Oh, there we
Well, you can either fall to other levels or maintain your professionalism, sir.
I got you. I know.
And you will listen to your son.
Yeah, I know.
It's pretty bad when I am your voice of freaking reason.
Watch out.
Oh, man, I need a picture. I need a picture of Lyle from like the shoulders up, and I'm going to put Chad with the halo over his head, and I'm going to put me with the pitchfork and the horns.
I contacted Chad the other day, Josh, because I have a camera here that I bought Cindy for her birthday or something. She lost it, so I bought her another one. It's a little point and shoot, does video, and she loves it. But I throwed away the charging cord. I had so many cords laying around one day. Cindy says, "You got all these cords. They're no good. They don't do anything."
Oh,
So I threw it away. Now I don't have a charging cord for that camera.
oh man. You ought to be able to get that on Amazon, though.
Well, I don't know even what to look for. But
Hey, Josh, do you have the base, like the metal base, off of your other one?
What are you talking about? No,
This.
mine clamps to the table.
Okay, if you buy this one, it's like $65-$68. It does not come with this, but it comes with the clamp like that. But I took mine.
Okay.
Yeah, you can just take this and it sticks right down in these Cabela's bases. So I like that.
Mark, welcome, buddy. He said he just got on the water, wanted to say hello. They had
Hey,
to sit
Mark.
just for a minute.
Hello and good luck.
Good luck, Mark.
I'm getting ready to jump off here, fellas. Actually,
Yeah, I ain't too far behind you. I've got.
I want a mongoose. Um,
Bicycle?
you
no,
got ride bicycles now?
no, it's the big brother to the spider griffin fly tying spider vise that I have, which I dearly love it. It's small, compact, easy to deal with, but they make a really nice one called a mongoose. It's a couple $100. I think it's probably one of the greatest on the market. I've seen all the reviews on it, and nobody's given a bad review. Um, and that's what I'm wanting. Here, hang on, Chad. Hang on, buddy.
Yeah. That. Whoa.
Whoop, wrong one. Here
That
we
was
go.
my first. That was my first attempt today at a
Oh,
shrimp.
that's cool looking.
Yeah, that looks good.
It looks okay. It doesn't look good, but
For your first one,
That says, Chad, send me a link for that vise. I wonder if a new vise would be easier for my hands. I tell you what, I'm liking the looks of those.
I will tell you, that's why I wanted it was the rotary fit function of it. But it
Yeah.
does take some getting used to. Because like when I was taught when I the way I wrap versus the way when I go to do this, I quickly realized I have to go the opposite way
Opposite
because
direct, yeah.
I was spoiling my my wraps. So it takes some getting used to. I can be taken off of full screen now.
Yep, there we go. Oh, come back here. Hey. There we go. Lyle.
Lyle, are you back on that American Honey?
No. Oh, that's been gone forever.
There we go. My first attempt at a gar fly.
A gar.
Now the idea is for them to get their teeth hung.
Their teeth all tangled up in that. That's why I tied just the biggest, fluffiest thing I could come up with.
Yeah.
But there is a must-add slow death hook in there to sting their ass. So there we go.
All right, let me do this while I'm thinking about it, so I can send it to Matt.
Let's set this thing over here.
Yeah, that mongoose, I feel one of them in my future pretty quick. I gotta have one of those. They are the big brother to the spider, which is what I have. And like I say, I dearly love my vise, and I've never had one that held hooks any better than this one does. But they say the mongoose does. It's just a little heavier duty version. So we'll see. I'm going to end up getting one. I like making these little flies.
Yeah, they're showing $69.99 right now, but save 10% at checkout.
What's the brand?
It's, I don't know, River Runs Quality Rotary Fly Tying Vise.
Supposed to be pretty good. I've heard good things about them.
Seems okay to me.
There you go. If you like it, that's all that matters.
It's an it's a small upgrade to the other one. So
yeah.
Let's see. Let's tie one more, and then we're gonna call it. That'd be about 10 o'clock. So
I'll do one too.
All right, I'll stay.
How are you going to give them away?
I'll pull up the giveaway tool.
Okay. Did we get enough people?
I'd say that we probably had at one point.
Giveaway.
Yeah, we were really close, and we've had different people come in and keep us about 28 or so. So
that's close enough for me.
That's close enough for government work. So
yeah.
I mean,
for Joe Biden's government, yeah.
If you count us, it was at least
that gives us to 30, yeah.
And then I'm sure if we were to hang out until at least 2 a.m., we would get at least another 300,000 votes. So.
Okay, Matt said we had 33 at one point, so I'll go with that.
That's funny.
Let's see. I've been tying with black thread, so we're going to switch over to white thread. Got a chartreuse head on this jig.
I got to order.
Wow. Pontoon Jody slapped Josh with a picture of James Dockery back.
Yeah, but I slapped Jody with upside the head with a cookbook.
I bet she still can't cook.
You guys are so mean to Judy.
Yeah, but we like her, so.
There you go. That's right. I got you. Let's see. I got something.
You gotta understand, Jody's good natured, so.
It's a good thing.
It's a good thing. Otherwise, she'd just get her feelings hurt. But
she sniffs once in a while, though. I've seen her do it.
She what?
Sniffs.
Mm.
Yeah, she definitely has a sniffing problem. It's like her last name, her maiden name before she was married was Jody Biden.
Oh no,
that's horrible,
dude. Hey, the only person I ever seen sniff as much as she does.
Oh my god, that's so funny. Oh hell, Dan, that's too much. Oh wow.
You know that Jody used to be into online gaming.
Really?
Yeah. Her gamer tag was sniffing butts.
Oh. Oh, come tomorrow night, she's going to be prime and ready for your ass. That's funny, though. Whew.
Thank you.
Hey, Lyle.
Sir?
Did you know the Cardinals are 11 games behind the Cubs?
I did know that, and as bad as that is, 7 world championships. 7 world championships.
Wow. You guys haven't won one since what, like?
It doesn't matter.
2003?
We win them. That's better than every century.
That's true.
Oh yeah,
even though the Cubs stole Harry Carey from us, they never had Joe Buck. They never had Stan.
That was no big loss.
No, they never had Joe. They never had Albert Pujols. They never had Yadier Molina. I mean, come on, man.
Chad, look at this.
Harry Carey was great. Thank you.
He was.
I mean, it's got a bunch of crap in it. I could put this on my head. I could be Jody.
Man, I was getting ready to say, is that did Jody send you part of her hair?
Chad, when the Cardinals fired Harry Carey.
Hey, Chad.
I was at
Look, it's the Pontoon Jody starter kit.
There you go. I was at a Boy Scout troop meeting.
Hold on. These stories usually go bad in a hurry.
Go ahead.
I was at a Boy Scout troop meeting with a transistor radio in my pocket and earbud, listening to the ball game the night they fired Harry Carey. You're supposed to be paying attention to the troop master. I was listening to the St. Louis Cardinals. They fired Harry Carey. He was all drunked up. And he said, "Hell, I don't care."
Oh man.
A 1, a 2.
He didn't do that when he was with the Cardinals. They didn't let him sing. I can relate. I can understand why.
Yeah.
Great announcer though, but he was no Joe Buck.
He was a bum.
He was a drunk, and he admitted it. He didn't care.
Nope.
But I liked him. Of course, I liked him when he was at the Cardinals. He wasn't near as good when he was with the Cubs. I got to tell you, Chad, if it wasn't for the Cardinals, I would either be a Cincinnati fan or a Braves fan.
Jody, you ain't wrong. That's what I was thinking of too.
I would
Say that.
never be a Reds fan. Now, back in the day, back in the 90s, when I was really getting into baseball, I could have been a Braves fan. When they had Chipper Jones and then they had,
They've had some great teams.
Oh my God! When they had John
$1 team compared to a lot of the other big dollar like St. Louis, they got all the money in the world. The Mets, they got all the money in the world. The Yankees, they got all the money.
Mm-hmm.
But the Reds don't have that. And to have the
No.
teams they've had over the years, they're all right. And the Braves are kind of like that too.
Yeah, well, back when the Braves had Smoltz, Glavine, and Maddox, oh my God,
that was bad.
that was an unreal starting lineup they had.
Yeah, that's right. Oh, come on, Matt.
What Matt's saying?
He said
Jody,
that's when I realized he was at Girl Scout camp and ate all their cookies.
I could see that happening, Matt.
Yeah.
Jody with a mullet.
I could see that.
That's interesting, Matt. Who's going to hold her and give it to her?
Jody was at Bass Pro looking at boats. You and Lyle could both get that red pontoon boat that I saw in my ball.
I will never have a pontoon boat.
No. If I die and go to hell, that's what they'll give me.
Oh, man, that'd be worse than the fire.
Yeah. Ugh. Justin's fishing fetish.
Hey,
What's up,
Justin, how you doing, buddy?
Well, you know, buddy.
Haven't seen you in a long time.
4 and 5.
All right, this will be dry enough. I will take out.
All right, there we go. That one's done.
1, 2.
Little patriotic thing going on there.
I like it.
You like it?
I got five flies.
Let's see. What do I got for jigs? Let me count them up. We'll spin twice. Well, the first one, we'll spin twice, and we'll do winner picks choice. You pick Lyle's or you pick mine.
Okay. Works for me.
So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4. I got 5 of them over. I got 4 tied, but I'll throw in. I've got a 5th one laying around somewhere, so we'll do that. Let me get to
Freaking go. I thought you had of them. How many do you want? I am doing it. How many of them do you want?
Whatever you want done. One dog.
I just need to know.
There we go.
Mark money.
Hashtag Mark money. You're gonna win choice. We're gonna spin it twice. So the first one's gonna get their choice of Lyle's jigs or my jigs, and then the second spin around is going to get what's left. So
Mine are flies actually.
Yours are flies. Okay, so Lyle's giving away flies. I've got crappie jigs. They're all 16th ounce Eagle Claw ball heads. So let me get the I'm gonna get my camera turned around over to me. There we go.
That's what I do. Chad's still in here. I'm surprised he's still awake.
Yeah,
I am. It's my bedtime, but
somebody needs to message Mark because I know he's not in here no more.
Let me screenshot that. Hold on.
I just want Mark to enter. That way I can get a screenshot of Mark saying that.
Let me message him. Hold on.
I bet I got an emoji from him.
You'll get one if you haven't.
Let's see. Well,
Message sent. Now, whether he sees it and gets in or not remains to be seen. Another Jerry Parker. I'm still surprised he's awake. He puts in a lot of hours.
yes, he does. Jerry's a go-getter, though.
He is. He is.
well, now that he's at like 23 million views, I don't think he has to work at work.
No, he just goes to have fun now.
Yeah, they just have him stand there so people can be like, really pumped up knowing that he's there.
You're like, hey, check this out. Jerry's working today. He doesn't have to. And
how many did he end up getting on so far on that video?
he's at like 10 million.
Really?
Oh,
Last I looked, he was at 2.3.
Yeah, it was like 2.5 million.
That's a lot. Wow, good job.
Yeah, he got over 3,000 subscribers.
There ain't nothing wrong with that.
He's at 2.4 million now.
Nice. What's he at on subscriber count now?
4.66.
That's awesome.
I love that.
Yep, I'm happy for him.
Me too.
He's a good guy. He deserves it.
Dang. Josh has hit 14,000 subscribers now.
Yeah, Josh is at 14,000, but
and your cooler video is at 296,000.
Yeah, my cooler video is about to hit.
That's awesome, bro.
Absolutely is. You just got to get everything to line up once. That's it.
Yeah.
Let's see. What's this? See how many videos. Come here.
Hey, there's Stan 3's in here.
Stan the Man 3.
Well, you know, Stan.
My hero.
That guy catches some good fish out there.
Let's see. That's gotten. Yeah, it's starting to fall off a little bit, but
works hard in that kayak, man.
Yeah, that old cooler video probably hit 300,000 today, or tomorrow, or Friday.
That's awesome.
I need another one to do that.
Don't we all?
I need to make some.
You make some of those cooler pods?
It's just too freaking hot to be out
videos.
there making it to be doing that stuff.
Yeah. Those cooler pods work good. I mean, there's some trustees of modern chemistry in there that have their opinions of it, but
well,
somebody said something about them one day. They were, I'll just use bottles of water, then I can drink them. And I said, well, if you want to drink bottles of water, I've had shad guts all over them all day. I said, be my guest friend. I said, but
how does it do it?
J-Dog could do it, but
oh yeah, absolutely.
Definitely, Jerry said definitely beat from the heat. Looking forward to getting this weekend. Ain't no kidding. It's gonna be nice out. Man, I told you today that was wild. That thing, that little screen on that weed eater was plugging that exhaust up so bad.
Isn't that wild?
And then I talked to a buddy of mine. He called on the phone. And he knew about that because he'd had it done to his. He said the guy at the steel shop showed him, said, hey, I got to charge you this time. He goes, but in the future, check this first before, and so, I mean, that's pretty cool that the guy showed him. But he told him, he said,
yes, Stan, I have.
He said, put that thing in a container full of gasoline. He goes and then wire brush it and all this other stuff. And I told him, I said, I got you beat. I said, I got easier way. I said, I put that thing in the vise and hit it with the MAP gas torch till it glowed orange. I said, every bit of that carbon was gone. Jerry, there is a thing in one of the blooper reels from about, go back to the 20, if I'm going to guess, it's probably the 2018 blooper reel. I did that at Baldwin Lake.
Oh,
Heath was right there when I did, and I didn't put a chew in. I was taking it out, but I had skipjack guts all over my fingers. Did not think about what I'd done, and then once I thought about what I'd done, it was over.
How did that work out for you?
I had to walk off camera.
Yeah.
David, good to see you in here, buddy. I never got sick, but man, I wanted to. We got giveaway going on for those of y'all just getting in. I saw David's in here. Stand 3, I think, got into it.
Always good to see David in here.
But it's we're going to spin twice. The first person up gets their choice of some hand-tied flies by Lyle Stokes or some hand-tied crappie jigs by me. And then we're going to spin it that second time, and second one gets whatever's left. We got 10 entries right now.
All right. It's 4 minutes past my bedtime. Good night, guys.
All right, night, buddy.
Good luck to your winners. Thank you for being so kind to let me even grace the screen with 2 legends of tying like you guys.
Please. You are always welcome up here, though. And we'll see you tomorrow on the bait shop.
All right.
We will.
See y'all there.
Hey, buddy.
Jerry, if you don't want to go swimming in that Mississippi River, I wouldn't do that.
I'd have many a time.
Well, Jerry said he's going to sneak some skipjack scales into my chew. Well, I keep that can in my front pocket. So if you go reaching in my front pocket, we're going to have bigger problems. Just that you know.
I would make sure I don't have no hole in that pocket.
I'm going to take these scissors. Never mind. I was going to say I cut a hole in my pocket.
Oh my God!
Well, it's after 10. So
yeah, good thing.
10:05. I'm going to draw this at 10:10. So that gives it about 5 minutes. Anybody that hadn't got their time in by then, they probably don't want it anyway. But
That's right.
oh, yeah, I hadn't done this in a while. I hadn't tied anything in a little bit.
Justin says he always thought they should make Chad flavored chew for cat fishermen and grease flavored chews for
Mechanics, that ain't no kidding. That is no kidding at all.
David Smith says that would make Copenhagen turn instantly into cough and gagging.
Cough and gagging, that ain't no kidding there. Ugh. Yeah, that's in that. Y'all are gonna make me look. It's in that blooper reel. Weekend angler blooper.
Stone, tell us how that went. I forgot about that being tonight.
Oh yeah, I meant to.
It's hard to believe that I'd miss anything Republican. I mean, I like to cuss the Democrats, so I don't want to miss anything that I can rebuttal with.
Where's that? 2018 blooper reel.
I'm guessing Trump made them all look like a bunch of assholes.
He wasn't in it.
He wasn't in it? Why not?
Nope. They wanted him to do some pledge that he would do this or that, and he nixed him on it, and so he just walked.
Well, good for him. He don't need it anyhow. He's going to win the nomination.
But let's see here. We got
Mark,
Okay, that's
Mark says
I'm,
I tried for 40 years, but my eyesight is not dealing with it anymore. I got you, man. I have to wear glasses.
oh yeah.
I wear reading glasses to tie anymore. Um,
Let's see if I can. All right, I'm gonna drop a link into chat for that. Oh, blooper reel. It's towards the end. It's about the 27-minute mark on that one. And
Mitchell Jones says if you fish and dip or chew, you're going to get all kinds of things in your mouth.
You're not wrong, Mitchell. You're not wrong at all. And I tell you what, about the sickest I ever got. Caitlin and I went up and fished at Baldwin Lake one day, and we stopped when we got done. We left Baldwin. We stopped at that Casey's in Baldwin, Illinois, and she wanted a piece of pizza, so I bought her a piece of pizza, and I bought a thing of chicken fingers, and I ate those, and she ate the pizza, and by the time I got home, I was sick, and I was like, what in the heck is going on? I mean, I was sick. The rest of the night, I was sick. Could not figure it out. Was blaming it on the gas station chicken fingers and wasn't thinking about the fact that I'd been using chicken for bait all day.
Oh,
baiting hooks with raw chicken and then putting my fingers in my mouth. It got salmonella. So Danny says Chris Christie got booed a lot. All he wanted to do was talk smack about Trump. Yeah, that's
going to hurt him in the long run.
It doesn't do much good for him anyway.
People love Donald Trump. They just do. He's a straight shooter. He's pretty honest as politicians go, and people like him. That's the guy that's going to get the nomination. Now, the question in politics is, will they install Joe Biden again because he didn't win the last election, or will they let it honestly? And I'm guessing they're never going to let Trump in there again.
He's in a little bit.
They're never going to let him win.
We're getting into territory that YouTube doesn't like, so we'll reel that one in a little bit. 10-10. Let's do a spin.
Let's do it.
Never eat chicken from a gas. Justin, I guarantee it was the chicken bait on my hands. That's what got me.
That's wrong.
We got 11 entries. Let's see. The first one
is going to be the salmonella comes from is raw chicken.
Raw chicken.
Yeah.
Stan 3. So Stan 3, I hope you're still in here.
Yeah, he was just in here a few minutes ago.
Yeah, he just 10:09 he was in here. So Stan, you've won choice. You can get the Lyle flies or the Josh jigs. So let us know in chat which one you want, and then we'll spin this one more time and find out who wins the other. So. And I might even, no offense taken, none whatsoever. Stan wants the flies. So.
Stan, just message me your shipping address, and I'll get them babies right out to you.
So let's draw again. Watch him win both.
Freddie
going to win the jigs.
Freddie's been making sinkers all night, so
Freddie's about beat. He sent me pictures of everything he made.
We could do that, Josh, sometime. Instead of tying, we could have a sinker making night.
Yeah, those get expensive to ship, though.
Well, yeah, they do. I would say you're going to have to go with I don't even know what they are. They've raised them so much.
I always ship. I could fit a lot of stuff in a small flat rate box, but even those that used to be $4.95 or $8 something now.
That's what I was getting ready to say. They're about $10. Yeah.
Yeah, they're high anymore. I ship a lot of stuff, but they did revamp First Class Parcel here recently. about a month ago, they revamped it, and I think they took the weight limit off of it. So I think we can. I think I could ship something that's a little bit, because it used to be like 19-ounce cutoff on first class, and I think I can get it now. But
I think that if we do decide to do that sometime, that we should have a limit on how much you're going to ship.
oh yeah, we'll do
Pounds or pounds or whatever it is.
yeah, we'll do a couple pounds or something like that, and I'd be up for that.
Yeah,
Or some neat stuff.
I need to do it. That I would want to do during the daytime, because if I do it in the garage, the smell gets in the house, and Cindy don't go for that.
Oh yeah, I've got to pour some more lead ingots before I do anything like that. But
I need to do that too, because I've got a bunch of lead that I need to make ingots out of.
let's see, let's stop screen. There we go. And I got Freddie's address. He just sent that to me, so he's still up and about. So
Stan said he was making sinkers too. Made some 8-ounce egg sinkers.
nice.
I don't have an 8-ounce egg sinker mold.
I don't have 8-ounce egg sinker. I got an 8-ounce torpedo sinker though.
I got a 24-ounce bank sinker mold.
I really want to get that 24-ounce torpedo sinker. I bought some from a guy. That's those ones that have the brass eye at the top, and then they've got a brass eye at the bottom, but you usually put a swivel down there.
Mm-hmm.
And I use those for suspend drifting. I use the 8-ounces when I'm suspend drifting, but I bought some 24s. That way, when I'm bumping and I slow the boat down even more than I normally would, at 24, keep those suspend drift lines straight down.
That's right. Dodd, which is probably one of the most knowledgeable people that I've ever met about suspend drifting. It's the most important thing you can do is to have that straight down, because if it's behind you, you don't know how far off the bottom it is.
No, if it starts making a pendulum, you don't know where you're at. And I tell you what, I had a lot of frustration with suspend drifting. I tried it. I kept trying it. I kept getting frustrated. I was snagging up all the time. And I'll tell you what, I booked a trip with Captain Terry Rogers. And I told Terry, I said, I don't care if we don't catch any fish that day. I said, I want to learn what I'm doing wrong. I said, so that I can go on my own and repeat this, and I'm gonna get and make it work. And now we caught some nice fish. We caught some real nice fish that day. I've got a video out from that day, but he walked me through within like the first 20 minutes. He had figured out what I was doing wrong. Fixed that. It was one little thing. I was just running it too close to the bottom. He's like, bring it up. He goes, they don't mind swimming. They'll swim up to get something.
They'd rather swim up to get it than down.
And after that, I mean, I think I went with him on a Sunday, and I went out Tuesday or Wednesday the next week and went out on my own on the river and caught a few myself. So,
yep, you're right, Stan. Speed is the number 2 important. That is correct.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I like to suspend drift off a planer board too, Josh.
I have not tried that. I have.
You just put weight on them, so you have to.
I haven't used my boards too much on the river. I've used them to like surgical strike with an anchor and put something on there and let it, we're sitting on the anchor. We'll let that board out just enough that it's laying right up next to a barge or something. But that was when I was running those original clear boards, and I never had any good luck at it. People do. The crosses absolutely love those clear boards. I couldn't get them to work for me.
I've got some to work for you.
And I quit using them. I built me a set out of pool noodle and aluminum, and those things will pull at if you're moving, they'll pull.
And they jump out to the side real good, don't they?
Mm-hmm.
What I've heard.
And I have I've done some modifications on them. I went and got some of those stick-on wheel weights. and I weighted the keel of that thing. That way it always stays down. It doesn't try to flip out on you.
Good idea.
It was
Notice some of the brand name ones that are plastic, and I'm not going to get into names at all, but they have lead that's adjustable on them, so you can slide back and forth in the bottom of them.
I was making it, and I don't mind saying this because if I do, you know, I may mess with it, and it may be a short tip Saturday video one day. I'm never going to try to make any money off of it. So, but I drilled a couple, 2 or 3 different holes in that thing, in that board, so you could adjust where your arm set, and then I made different length arms, so you could switch them out, and that would change that angle. And you could find the sweet spot where it would kick out.
If I can find it, I've got a bunch of this stuff. It is 1/4-20 threaded aluminum rods, and what we done with it, I use this stuff now. It's bigger than a pencil.
Mm-hmm.
Threaded 1/4-20 on the ends, inside and out, and this and pieces like this and like this. And what we used it for when I do the handicap accessible vans, it was to make different length shafts and stuff for adjustable hand controls for people driving with their hands.
Okay.
You know, they always would send you tons and tons and tons of this stuff, and I would always keep it. And I've got a bunch of it if I can find it.
Yeah, Stan, I have used arrows, and those work really well. You just cut them to length and put the insert in, and then they're threaded. Was it 1024 or 1032? I don't remember if they're coarse or fine thread, but they're like number 10. I've used those, and I tell you what I've been using mostly here lately is buying 5-inch or 6-inch. I'd have to look 1/4-20 bolts, and I cut the head off that bolt, and I round it off on a angle grinder or on the bench grinder, drill me a hole in there, and I'll just put me a split ring through it, and then put my planer board clip on there, and it works pretty well. It's a little heavy. It's a little side heavy, but
if I can find those, I've probably got, I don't know, 30, 40 feet of that stuff.
I may build me another set of that might be short tip Saturday this week. I hadn't really thought of anything to do, and that'd be an easy project to do, build a set of planer boards. And
can you do the arrow shafts and just epoxy the 1/4-20 cut off bolt in there?
You could, but it's just as cheap to buy the inserts for your broadhead screw into.
Right. Yeah. Is that what size they are? They're smaller.
I think they're either 8s or 10s. I don't remember. They might be 8.
Yeah.
I you know what? I kept going back to 32. I think they're 832s.
And I'd epoxy them in too.
Yeah, I just glue those inserts in there, and then I just roll that in.
And all you'd have to do is go someplace, Walmart or wherever it's got the cheapest shafts, because there ain't no such high dollar.
Buy the cheapest arrows you can, and I tell you what, if you want arrows, go to the pawn shop.
Really?
There'll be arrows at the pawn. There's always arrows and bows and everything else at the pawn shop, and if you just start asking those dudes about arrows, they'll usually sell them to you for I've bought them 3 for $1 there before.
Really?
Just old aluminum arrows, they don't want them. Nobody shoots them anymore. I don't shoot aluminum arrows. I shoot carbons. 832. Thank you, David.
If you get a 2013
size arrow. Yep.
I haven't bought any arrows in years because for years I couldn't pull my bow back. I still have it.
I don't know where my bow is, to be totally honest. I
never did shoot carbon arrows. All I ever did shoot was aluminum.
Ah, man, I tell you what, I like those carbon arrows with that.
I never trusted. They just come out with them when I was.
That rage.
Expandable broadhead.
Expandable broadhead, man. I tell you what,
that puts a hole in them now.
I had an 8-pointer walk out one day, and I got a bad. I mean, I didn't get a horrible shot, but I got a bad shot on him, and he was dead where he stood. Wow. up in the shoulder, had laid him open underneath his armpit, and it looked like you took a 5-gallon bucket of blood and just dumped it.
There you go. It can't go far that way, and I don't want to be chasing one around.
Yep. No, he ran about 25 yards and laid down, and he would have died right there had I not given. I didn't give him enough time, and I went down there. I thought he was dead. I could see him, and I went down there, and I spooked him, and he jumped, but he jumped up into the. He ended up jumping a fence and going into the farmer's field. I had to go talk to the farmer that owned the property next to where I was hunting. And, but I talked to him. I said, hey, I said, sir, I'm sorry to bother you, but I've got a deer that hopped the fence and he's ended up in your field. I said that before I go across the fence, I wanted to come talk to you. And he's like, oh, don't cross my fence. I'm like, well, okay. So I'm thinking, well, I'm gonna have to call the game warden. They'll go get it for you.
Yeah.
And, he's like, just open the gate and drive back there. I'm like, oh, okay. Perfect. He goes, those deer are tearing me up. He goes, you kill every one of them you want. So
there you go.
Hey, my wife's in here.
Hi, Christina. How are you? Yeah, I can't imagine somebody not letting you go get a deer that
that old farmer, he was ecstatic that I think I killed 3 deer that year. And he told me, he goes, you kill every one you see. He said, they're tearing me up. So, but it was good eating.
Yeah, the small ones.
I mean, he was an 8-point. Yeah, he had a nice chocolate rack on him. It was pretty rack, but you can't eat that antler. I was more concerned about the meat off of him. So.
Stan, be sure to give me a jingle on your address. I got to jump off of here. Cindy's dog just got sick on my floor.
Oh, wonderful. Yeah, I'm getting ready to end it anyway. So, everybody, thanks for hanging out with us. Lyle, thanks for coming up here and
thanks for allowing me.
And had a good time. We'll get the dog taken care of. And
yep, I don't think she's done. That's awesome.
Oh, that's always wonderful. Yeah, that's see you, buddy. All right, then, guys, thanks for watching tonight. Thanks for hanging out. Appreciate everybody that come in here with us, spent some time, and stay cool, stay hydrated, and stay out of the hospital, I guess, because that's not this kind of heat ain't the time to be messing around. So, Stan, I will pass that message along to Lyle. I bet we could probably make that one happen too. So, all right, guys, take care. We'll see y'all later.